John had been a security guard at the office building for over a year, and he knew every nook and cranny of the place. It was a quiet night, just like any other, and John was settling in for his usual shift. He checked in with the front desk and made his way to the elevators. Suddenly, he heard the sound of gunshots echoing through the building. John's heart raced as he realized that something was terribly wrong. He quickly pulled out his walkie-talkie and called for backup, but there was no response. He knew he had to act fast to protect the people inside. John cautiously made his way through the darkened hallways, his eyes darting around for any sign of danger. He soon came upon the source of the noise. A group of masked men were breaking into one of the offices, smashing the glass doors and shouting orders at the employees. John's training kicked in as he sprang into action, using his walkie-talkie to call for help, and set up a makeshift command center in one of the other offices. He knew that he was the only one who could protect the hostages and stop the robbers. The robbers were well armed and well organized, making it difficult for John to gain the upper hand. He tried to negotiate with them over the phone, but they refused to cooperate. John was on his own. Using his knowledge of the building's layout, John began taking out the robbers one by one, using his wits and resourcefulness to gain the upper hand. He freed the hostages and led them to safety, all while avoiding detection by the remaining robbers. Finally, John faced off against Kane, the mastermind behind the heist. Kane was a tough adversary, but John was determined to stop him at all costs. In a tense showdown, the two men battled it out, each fighting for their own cause. As the dust settled, John emerged victorious. The robbers were in custody, and the stolen item had been recovered. John was hailed as a hero, and the city breathed a sigh of relief. But for John, the victory was bittersweet. He was injured and traumatized by the violence he had witnessed, and he couldn't help but wonder if it was all worth it. As he sat in his apartment nursing his wounds, he reflected on his experiences and the sacrifices he had made to protect others. In the end, John decided that it was worth it. He knew that there would always be danger in his line of work, but he was determined to continue serving and protecting the people around him. He returned to his job as a security guard, ready to face whatever came his way. The story had come full circle, with John's personal reflection providing a sense of closure and resolution. Despite the danger and the trauma, John had emerged stronger and more determined than ever before. He knew that he had made a difference, and that was all that mattered.